It's frustrating when you're heading to a summer party and all the vegan or allergy-friendly snack options seem to be just a sad veggie platter or plain fruit. But this collection of easy vegan snacks proves you can bring dishes that are just as craveable and crowd-pleasing as anything else on the table. One recipe, for example, uses a simple ingredient swap to create a creamy, dairy-free dip that actually tastes richer than the original. Stick around, because I'm sharing 18 creative ideas that make summer snacking effortless and totally delicious. Whether you're hosting a backyard barbecue or just want to feel included at the potluck, these recipes are designed for sharing and for everyone. We're talking crispy, crunchy, fresh, and savory bites that are just as satisfying as any traditional party snack you've ever had. And a few of these ideas might surprise you with how quickly they come together using common pantry staples you probably already have. So let's jump right into this roundup of go-to vegan snacks that will make your summer parties even better. Let's kick off with a super simple creamy avocado lime dip that's basically summer in a bowl. It's perfect for parties because it comes together in minutes and pairs with everything from crunchy veggies to tortilla chips. You just mash up a couple ripe avocados until they're smooth, then stir in fresh lime juice, a pinch of salt, and a little garlic powder for kick. For extra creaminess without dairy, blend in a spoonful of plain coconut yogurt or a splash of plant milk. A handful of chopped cilantro and a sprinkle of cumin give it that fresh, zesty flavor everyone loves. If you need it nut-free, skip the tahini and use sunflower seed butter instead for a similar richness. Guests will be dipping into this bowl all afternoon without realizing it's completely plant-based. Next up, we have another handheld favorite that's just as easy to throw together. These crispy buffalo cauliflower bites are the kind of snack that disappears before you even set the bowl down. They work great for summer parties since they're baked, not fried, and you can make a big batch ahead of time. Start by tossing cauliflower florets in a simple batter of flour, plant milk, and a pinch of smoked paprika for depth. Bake them until golden and crunchy. Then toss them in your favorite buffalo sauce mixed with a little melted vegan butter. For an even crispier finish, pop them back in the oven for 5 more minutes after saucing. If you're avoiding gluten, swap the flour for chickpea or rice flour, and they'll still turn out perfectly crunchy. People can't believe these bites are totally oil-free and vegan when they taste this bold and satisfying. Now let's move on to a cool, refreshing option that balances out all that heat. For a sweet and cooling treat, these mango chia pudding cups are a total game changer. They're ideal for hot afternoons because you prep them the night before and just grab them from the fridge when guests arrive. Blend ripe mango chunks with coconut cream and a splash of vanilla until silky smooth, then stir in chia seeds until they're evenly distributed. Pour the mixture into small cups or jars and let them set for at least 4 hours or overnight for the best texture. The chia seeds plump up into a tender pudding while the mango keeps everything bright and fruity without any added sugar. For a nut-free version, use oat milk instead of coconut cream if needed and top with shredded coconut for extra flair. Each spoonful feels like a tropical vacation, and guests love that it's naturally sweet and packed with fiber. From sweet to savory, our next snack brings a fresh crunch that's perfect for dipping. These vegan snack ideas are perfect for summer parties, don't you think? I'd love to hear which one you would try first. Drop your answer in the comments below. Are you more into crunchy bites or creamy dips? Your feedback helps us create more recipes you'll actually use. While you're here, hit that like button if this collection helped you. And if you haven't already, subscribe so you never miss a new roundup. Keep watching, there's plenty more tasty ideas coming up next. This smoky black bean and corn salsa is the kind of dip that makes every chip taste 10 times better. It's a summer party staple because you can make it in under 10 minutes and it holds up well even in the sun. Just combine canned black beans, fire-roasted corn, diced tomatoes, red onion, and jalapeno in a big bowl for a colorful base. Toss everything with a squeeze of lime, a drizzle of olive oil, and a generous pinch of smoked paprika and cumin. Let it sit for a few minutes so the flavors meld together while you set out bowls of tortilla chips and crisp lettuce cups. If you want a milder version, swap the jalapeno for diced bell pepper and add a little extra lime for brightness. This salsa is so hearty and fresh that it can double as a light salad topping or a taco filling later. Next, we'll switch gears to a fun finger food that's always a hit at gatherings. These stuffed mini sweet peppers are like little flavor bombs that are way easier than they look. They're perfect for summer parties because they're bite-sized, colorful, and can be served cold or warm. Slice each pepper in half lengthwise and remove the seeds, then fill them with a creamy mixture of vegan cream cheese, chopped sun-dried tomatoes, and fresh basil. For extra texture, stir in some finely chopped walnuts or pine nuts before spooning the filling into each pepper half. You can bake them for about 10 minutes to soften the peppers, or leave them raw for a crisp, refreshing bite. To keep them nut-free and top 8 allergy-friendly, use a sunflower seed cream cheese and skip the nuts entirely. They look so pretty on a platter, and everyone will grab 2 without even thinking about it. Our last starter before the main dishes is a crunchy, savory snack that wraps up this opening lineup perfectly. This Herby lemon hummus is so bright and creamy, it might become your go-to party dip for the whole season. It works perfectly for outdoor gatherings because it's sturdy enough to sit out and pairs with almost any vegetable you have on hand. Blend canned chickpeas, tahini, lemon juice, garlic, and a big handful of fresh parsley and dill until it's luxuriously smooth. A splash of ice water while blending makes the texture extra light and fluffy without needing extra oil. Serve it alongside a rainbow of crunchy veggies like cucumber spears, carrot sticks, bell pepper strips, and snap peas for easy grabbing. For a lower lectin option, swap chickpeas for steamed zucchini and adjust the lemon to keep the tang balanced. The fresh herbs and citrus make every bite feel clean and energizing, and it's always the first bowl to empty at parties. Now that we've got the perfect starter snacks, let's move into heartier bites that still keep things light and fresh for summer. Next up, we have a snack that is as refreshing as it is beautiful, and it comes together in just a few minutes. These watermelon feta mint skewers are the perfect way to beat the heat at any summer party without turning on the oven. You simply cube some chilled watermelon, cut a block of vegan feta into similar-sized pieces, and grab a handful of fresh mint leaves. Then, you just thread a piece of watermelon, a mint leaf, and a cube of feta onto a short skewer or toothpick. The combination of sweet, juicy melon with salty, creamy cheese and cool mint is an absolute flavor explosion. For a nut-free version, you can swap the feta for a firm, salted tofu that has been marinated in lemon juice and herbs. Everyone will love how these little bites feel like a fancy appetizer but are so simple to throw together. Now, let's move on to a snack that brings a little bit of crunch to the table. If you are craving something crunchy and savory, these spicy roasted chickpeas are going to become your new best friend. They are a fantastic high-protein alternative to chips or nuts, and they are completely oil-free if you want them to be. You just drain and rinse a can of chickpeas, pat them very dry, and toss them with your favorite spices. A simple mix of smoked paprika, cayenne, garlic powder, and a pinch of salt creates a bold, smoky heat that is incredibly addictive. Spread them out on a baking sheet and roast them until they are golden and crispy on the outside, but still tender inside. If you want to keep things mild, just skip the cayenne and add a little cumin or onion powder instead. People will be grabbing handfuls of these all night long because they are just that satisfying to munch on. From crunchy bites, let's move to something creamy and cool that balances out the heat. If you want to save these summer party snacks for later, head over to www.healthybitestribe.com. Our AI recipe generator can help you turn any ingredient you have on hand into a vegan snack. You can also use the meal planner to map out your whole party menu in minutes. Saving your favorite recipes and sharing them with friends is super simple there. The whole site is built for anyone cooking with food allergies or dietary restrictions. It's a practical tool for making healthier choices without the hassle. Bookmark it, and you'll always have a go-to resource for swaps and new ideas. Give it a try and see how much easier party planning can be. These creamy coconut lime popsicles are the ultimate make-ahead treat for a hot summer afternoon. They are completely dairy-free and refined sugar-free, making them a guilt-free way to cool down at your party. You blend full-fat coconut milk with fresh lime juice, a little maple syrup, and a pinch of salt until it is perfectly smooth. Pour the mixture into popsicle molds, add a few thin slices of lime for a pretty look, and freeze them for at least 4 hours. The result is a rich tropical popsicle that is tangy, sweet, and incredibly refreshing. You can easily swap the lime for lemon or even orange juice to create a different citrus flavor. Kids and adults alike will love these because they taste like a fancy store-bought treat but are so much healthier. Next, let's look at a savory snack that is perfect for dipping and sharing. These loaded sweet potato nachos are a total crowd pleaser and a fun twist on a classic party snack. They are naturally gluten-free and packed with fiber so everyone can enjoy a big plate without feeling heavy. You start by slicing sweet potatoes into thin rounds, tossing them with a little oil and salt, and baking them until they are crispy at the edges. Then, you pile them onto a platter and top them with black beans, corn, diced avocado, and a drizzle of cashew cream or vegan sour cream. A sprinkle of fresh cilantro and a squeeze of lime juice finishes everything off perfectly. If you have a nut allergy, you can use a simple tahini-based dressing instead of cashew cream for the same creamy effect. These nachos are so colorful and satisfying that they will disappear from the table in minutes. Now, let's switch gears to a light and tangy salad that is perfect for scooping. This tangy cucumber and dill salad is the kind of simple side dish that somehow steals the show at every gathering. It is incredibly hydrating and light, making it a perfect counterbalance to richer snacks on the table. You just slice English cucumbers into thin rounds and toss them with finely chopped red onion and lots of fresh dill. For the dressing, whisk together some apple cider vinegar, a touch of maple syrup, salt, and pepper until it is well combined. Pour the dressing over the cucumbers and let it sit for about 10 minutes so the flavors can melt together beautifully. If you want a creamier version, you can stir in a few spoonfuls of plain vegan yogurt to make it more like a tzatziki. This salad is so crisp and refreshing that it will wake up your taste buds between bites of heavier food. Let's keep things cool and fresh with one more simple snack that is perfect for a hot day. For our last snack in this section, we have frozen grape and berry bites that are almost too easy to be this good. They are a fantastic zero prep option that requires no cooking and no special equipment at all. You just wash a big bunch of red or green grapes and a mix of fresh blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries. Spread them out on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and pop them in the freezer for a couple of hours until they are solid. Once frozen, you can transfer them to a bowl and serve them as a naturally sweet, icy treat that everyone can grab by the handful. For a fun twist, you can dip the grapes in melted dark chocolate before freezing them for a dessert-like version. These little bites are so refreshing and healthy that they feel like a total cheat code for summer snacking. Coming up next, we have a few more creative ideas that will round out your party spread perfectly. Let's kick off this next batch with something super refreshing, chilled cucumber gazpacho shots. These little cups are perfect for a summer party because they're cool, hydrating, and can be made ahead of time. You just blend fresh cucumber, a little garlic, some green bell pepper, and a splash of vinegar until smooth. Then you chill it for about an hour so all the flavors settle together. Pour it into small shot glasses or tiny cups for a fun, easy-to-grab starter. For an extra creamy version without dairy, toss in a spoonful of silken tofu or a small avocado. People love how light and bright these taste, especially on a hot afternoon. Up next, we've got another handheld treat that brings a little sweetness to the table. You don't have to cook for summer parties all by yourself. Join our community at www.healthybitestribe.com. There you'll find others who understand the ups and downs of allergy-friendly and vegan cooking. Share your own twists on these snacks and get encouragement from people who get it. It's a warm, supportive space where every dietary need is welcome. As a subscriber, you'll also get notified when we release more recipe collections like this one. So hit that subscribe button and become part of the Healthy Bites tribe. We're here to help you make every meal and every party a little bit easier and a lot more delicious. Now let's talk about grilled peach and basil skewers, a snack that feels fancy but is actually super simple. These work great at a summer party because they're fast to assemble and the grill adds a smoky kick to the sweet fruit. You just cut ripe peaches into wedges, thread them onto soaked wooden skewers, and grill for a couple minutes per side. Right when they come off, you sprinkle fresh basil leaves and a tiny pinch of salt over the top. The heat makes the peaches caramelize just enough to get that sticky, juicy texture. If you want extra flavor, drizzle with a little balsamic glaze or a squeeze of lime before serving. People always grab seconds because the combination of sweet and herbaceous is just irresistible. Next, we'll dive into a creamy dip that pairs with any summer fruit you have on hand. This next one is a total crowd pleaser, coconut yogurt fruit dip that comes together in under 5 minutes. It's perfect for parties because you can serve it with all kinds of fresh fruit, from strawberries to apple slices to melon chunks. You just stir together plain coconut yogurt with a little maple syrup and a squeeze of lemon juice. For extra flavor, add vanilla extract or a pinch of cinnamon if that sounds good. Then you pour it into a small bowl and arrange a colorful fruit platter around it. To keep it allergy-friendly, use a brand of coconut yogurt that's free from added gums or thickeners if you prefer a thinner texture. Guests love how creamy and lightly sweet it is without being heavy at all. Alright, let's move on to a crunchy snack that's a healthier twist on a classic party staple. Here's something crunchy and satisfying, crispy, smoky kale chips that disappear almost instantly at any gathering. They're ideal for summer because they bring that salty, crunchy snack vibe without any deep frying. You just toss fresh kale leaves with a little olive oil, smoked paprika, and a pinch of salt. Then you spread them on a baking sheet and bake at a low temperature until they're dry and crisp. Keep an eye on them because they can go from perfect to burnt pretty fast. A great swap is using nutritional yeast instead of salt for a cheesy, savory flavor that's completely plant-based. People are always surprised at how addictive these are, especially when they're still warm from the oven. Next, we've got a no-bake bite that is perfect for satisfying a sweet craving without any effort. Let's roll into no-bake date and almond energy balls, a snack that's as easy as it is tasty. These are fantastic for parties because they're portable, mess-free, and don't require any cooking at all. You just pulse medjool dates, raw almonds, and a pinch of salt in a food processor until it forms a sticky dough. Then you roll the mixture into small balls and coat them with shredded coconut or cocoa powder if you'd like. They firm up nicely in the fridge after about 20 minutes, so you can make them hours before guests arrive. For a nut-free version, substitute almonds with sunflower seeds or pumpkin seeds, and it still works beautifully. Everyone loves how these feel like a treat but are naturally sweetened with just fruit. We've got one more snack to wrap up, and it's a tangy, crunchy option that brings a burst of flavor. For our final snack, let's keep it simple with spiced mango and jicama sticks that are bright, crunchy, and a little tangy. This dish is a perfect ending because it's so easy to prep and brings a refreshing crunch that cuts through heavier party foods. You just cut mango and jicama into thin matchsticks and toss them together in a bowl. Then you sprinkle on chili powder, a little lime juice, and a tiny pinch of salt. The jicama gives that crisp, water chestnut-like bite while the mango adds juicy sweetness. If you want less heat, skip the chili powder and use just lime and a hint of cumin instead. People always love how these feel light and zesty, making them a great palate cleanser at the end of a meal. And that wraps up our easy vegan summer party snacks, perfect for any gathering, no stress required. That wraps up our full lineup of easy vegan snacks for summer parties. You can pick and choose the ideas that work best for your needs and tastes. I hope these recipes make your next get-together a little more fun and stress-free. If you enjoyed this collection, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more practical meal ideas. For even more support, visit www.healthybitestribe.com. There you'll find our AI recipe generator, meal planner, and tools to save and share your favorite dishes. You can also join our community chat to swap tips with others who cook for allergies and dietary restrictions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next recipe roundup.